Hello again, YouTubers. The New Time Travel Jaime 88. I'm back with another Star Trek VHS review. And tonight, I'm going to review one of my best favorite Star Trek episode. And that is Star Trek, The City on the Edge of Forever. Yes, I have fond memories remember this episode. And I love this particular adventure. And it's great, written by Harlan Ellenshaw. This adventure originally aired on April 6, 1967. Okay, now in this story, the USS Enterprise arrives on an uncharted planet territory. However, the ship is violently under attack by a time distortion when the Enterprise is on red alert. Lieutenant Sulu was injured during that time distortion. Bridge sparks. Then Dr. McCoy called in for emergency. So he prepares a hypocortisone. That's a tricky stuff. Dr. McCoy has Sulu revived. Unfortunately, he falls into too much of a cortisone and interdose in a wet liquid. He shouts and then breaks free and then escapes from the bridge and scrambles a security team. Dr. McCoy arrives in the transporter and knocks Lieutenant Kyle unconscious and transported down there. Kirk, Spock, Uhura, and Galloway, and other security officer, beam down looking for Dr. McCoy when they discover the Guardian of Forever. McCoy is submerged by the Vulcan nerve pinch after the struggle. Then he wakened and escaped through the Guardian. He raced past Kirk and Spock through the Guardian. Then the Commander Uhura noticed that the Enterprise has been lost. The ship has been altered. He has been forced to... So, it's up to Kirk, Spock, and McCoy to stop McCoy from changing history before leaving. So, Kirk orders Scotty they should fail to correct the history and to return to the point of pass. So, they use a tricorder and approximately leap. They arrive Earth, the United States, in the year 1930. Out of place of Starfleet uniforms and Spock's pointy ears. And one of my favorite scenes, when the police catch it too act, he said the Chinese, one of the favorite, I forgot what, some kind of humor. So, he's caught in a wagon and got stuck. So, Spock had to put him a Vulcan nerve pinch in the act. So, they went inside into a law enforcement hot on the heels and they're ducked into the soup kitchen in the 21st Street mansion when they meet Edith Keller, who runs the shelter. Upon exploring, they had no money. They offered their jobs and a pay rate of 15 cents an hour for 10 hours a day. After the lunch compliment, Kirk is on a work and Spock in the basement acts as the flop for the night when she informs that the vacant room. Unable to require the video required, the tricorder to determine McCoy's arrival, the two spend the combat salaries and the modified pay rate. After the third work, Kirk returns for the shop for some radio tube wires and others. Spock noticed frustration at the lack of technology. What if Edith Keeler must die? But Dr. McCoy arrives approximately 1 week after Kirk and Spock, and his fate is malted the green of cortisone. McCoy was knocked unconscious and walks into the kitchen to find some effects worn off. Spock continues to work. McCoy's changed history and saving Keeler's life. Kirk admits that the love with Edith Keeler and informs that she must die. So the effects of cortisone finally wore off. Keeler says her young man has taken her to a Clark Gable movie. McCoy's surprise killer, not knowing that, is Kirk. When he watches Worms that either killer has killed hit by a car. So all the history is changed and they return back to the Guardian forever, and the time has been restored. The Enterprise has been again beamed up. So wait for the next time when he asks a question. So my thoughts of Star Trek, the original series, The City of the Edge of Forever. This is one of remarkable time travel episodes. And this is the second Star Trek episode to involve with time travel. And the story writing is very awesome. And it's directed by Joseph Pedney. Great guy directing this. I give the story 10 out of 10. Okay, let's take a look at this VHS. Here's the front. Here's the picture of Edith Keeler and Captain Kirk in a transporter background. Here's the front. Here's the spine, the other spine, the top, and the back. Here's the tape with the sticker label, in label. The print date is October 26, 1989. Unfortunately, this tape does not use the 1989 feature presentation logo because instead it has the Acid Trip 2 FBI warning screen than the 1982 Paramount Home Video logo. When it first aired on VHS in 1985, unfortunately, the original music Goodnight Sweetheart has been removed due to copyright issue by the 1980s. Another version, television classic released, the episode retained the original recording. However, this was corrected for the DVD release. New music was also composed and incorporate song. Now it's a lot of frustration over by Paramount. Okay, that's it for this week's Star Trek VHS review. Shout out goes to That Trekkie Girl, Jedi Master Horton, also the Tugboat Dude 98, sorry. Thank you very much. See you next time.